Tony Alessandra. From the streets of New York City to the stages of corporate America.
You know that old saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans? That is adaptability. Now, we accept that. We understand it. We embrace it when it comes to understanding international culture. But it is equally true, day to day, dealing internally, dealing externally, dealing with our own family, that we have to adjust our style. Of the two, parent and child, grandparent and grandchild, who has the better quality of communication? The grandparent and grandchild. Now why? The cynics say it's because the grandparent and grandchild share a common enemy. A lot of truth to that, I'll tell you. But if you really look closely, you will find that typically when the parent talks to the child, the parent tries to get the child up to the parent's level, whereas the grandparent does what? Goes down to the grandchild's level, physically, eye to eye, psychologically, emotionally. We call that adaptability. I will tell you this. You want to build one-to-one relationships with your customers, with your physicians. You want to build one-to-one relationships with your tag team member. You want to build one-to-one relationships at home with your family, friends. Develop more adaptability. Adaptability is your ability to change your approach, to change your style, depending on the situation or the person you're dealing with. 4 basic patterns. Directors, bottom line, no nonsense, get to the point, great administrators, delegators, but not very good listeners. Of all 4 styles, they are the worst listeners. Let me repeat that for them. Of all 4 styles, directors are the worst listeners, but there's a reason. They don't have time, and they already know the answer. Why listen? Thinkers are the great planners, problem solvers, organizers. They're great at creating systems. They're highly inventive, and they're very intellectual people. So if you want something done right, you give it to a thinker. Now, if you want it done on time, think again. Because they tend to procrastinate getting what? Finished. Because it has to be what? Perfect. Relators. They seek harmony. Close personal one-to-one relationships. They are the great team players, loyal, reliable, incredible listeners. They're the glue that holds a team or a relationship together. But I'll tell you what they don't like, conflict. They don't like to rock the boat. And as a result, they tend to go along with things. And it's very easy to hurt their feelings. But I'll tell you this, when you hurt their feelings even a little, they won't show it, you won't know it. But when they get out of your sight, the relator pulls out their little book, turns to the page with your name on it, and adds a check mark. Socializers. Their goal, fun, excitement, applause, visibility, recognition. And as a result, they talk a lot about their favorite subject, themselves. Generally speaking, socializers are generally speaking. That's because they have the gift of gab, the power of persuasion. They have the ability to get other people more excited about their ideas than even they are themselves. Socializers are the only group who could win an argument not knowing what they're talking about. People do things for their reasons, not yours. And that is why sometimes when you get so excited about a new product, a new service, you go out, you tell people, you're so passionate about it, they don't buy into it. You walk away scratching your head saying, you know, they don't have vision, they don't have insight, they don't get it. It's like we're blaming them. When in fact, maybe the problem was in describing how great this idea was, how great this product or program was, we described it in terms of how it moved and motivated us rather than how it would move and motivate them.
Dr. Tony Alessandra grew up in the streets of New York. He began his study of people, their behaviors, and how to develop loyalty in the diversity of New York City. A graduate of the University of Notre Dame, where he excelled in the classroom and in sports, Tony went on to earn his MBA and PhD in marketing. A former graduate professor of marketing at the University of San Diego, Tony has written 14 books, including The Platinum Rule and The Art of Managing People. He's featured in numerous audio programs, including Nightingale Conant's enormously successful Relationship Strategies and The 10 Qualities